So I don't know if this video is going to sound good or look good, to be honest with you, because we are in flux right now. We are in the process of showing our house. So we're like here in between different showings and things are being broken down and set up in the comic book room. Nothing's where it's supposed to be. So again, this could be a complete cluster. I don't know. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. As you heard, we are in a little bit of flux right now, but I wanted to try to record this video to show you guys some of the books that I've picked up. Some of these books have been purchased locally from LCSs in the last week or so, and others have been harvested from the 100K collection. And so I'm going to run through both stacks of books to share with you. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I want to encourage you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you can stay abreast of all the content that I release from the channel, and it also makes you eligible for the weekly giveaway that I do of a graded comic valued somewhere between $150 and $200. With that said, the first set of books that I want to show you starts off with some shiny foil action. And I'm specifically talking about the newly minted Keanu Reeves show movie that's going to be coming out for Berserker issue #1. And this is a really cool book. I did not go hog wild with these Berserker books. I did not pick up all the variants like I have other books recently. I only bought a couple of copies of this one, but the foil came out and I immediately sent a message to my LCS and was like, hold copies of that for me. So we went ahead and picked this one up. That is one copy of the shiny foil action. And then here is the other cover right here. So definitely pleased to have these two books in the collection. Looking forward to seeing what it is that Keanu and Boom Studios brings to the screen. I think it's going to be really cool to see all this stuff play out. The next book that I'll show you that I picked up at the LCS is Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. And this is issue #1 right here. I only picked up one copy of this, I do believe. I think that's correct. This is the only one I picked up from this LCS, let's put it that way. Have not read it. I will be honest with you, I think that this cover is cool. It does not compare, in my opinion, to ASM 55. It does not compare to that book at all. Really cool book, but pales in comparison. Speaking of pales in comparison, Aliens 1. This is the variant cover. This is not the one that I wanted. It's the one that was put in the pool box because all the others were given away by the time they got to S in the pool listing. So I got the variant cover, and this is not it. This is not it. Looking forward to reading that book, though. I've been excited since Disney and Marvel acquired the rights to the Alien and Predator franchises. And so I've been excited to see what they're going to do with it. Prior to this book coming out, I think the only thing that they had done was release a bunch of variant covers featuring aliens and other characters from the Marvel universe. And so this is the first book I do believe that we've seen. So I'm actually excited to read it to see where they're going to take the franchise moving forward. The very last new book that I'll show you is this one right here, Amazing Spider-Man issue #62. I think the previous issue in this one, they actually introduced the new Spider-Man costume. And so this is issue #62. And I just realized that this one is a cover by Gleason, who is the same artist for the Carnage book and also ASM 55. Again, some popular books out right now. So the next stack that I'll show you is some books that, again, I harvested from the 100K comic book collection. So for those that might be new to the channel, about a year ago, I purchased a collection that was comprised of 100,000 comics. And whenever a book or a character gets hot, I essentially go to that collection and hunt for books in that collection versus going to a local comic shop or something like that. So I've been fortunate, consistently to be able to find some really awesome books in the collection that I already own. So the very first book is Captain America issue number 341. And for those that have watched the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, you know that this is the first appearance of Lamar Hoskins. I think that's how you say his last name. I think that's what it is. Battlestar is his name. This is where Lamar becomes Battlestar, I do believe, Captain America 341. This was like the second to last book in a Captain America bin, and I did not think that I had it, but lo and behold, Cap versus Iron Man, it's going down with a little bit of Battlestar in there. So cool book to have found. Next up, sticking with this theme of Captain America, we actually have issue number 11. And this book actually contains, I think, part of the origin story for the Winter Soldier. And I say origin story, part of it, because I do believe in this book right here, Captain America 14, part of his origin story is here as well. And I don't know if it's like his origin is there and then it's retold here, or whether both of these are origins that are being retold from it appearing elsewhere. I don't know. Something about the Winter Soldier's origin is in these two books. And with this one, I dig it because you have your modern stuff up here in the front, and then you have the old school comic in the background, which I dig. I actually have two copies of this that I found recently, but I also have another copy that I found. In addition to being part of the origin story for the Winter Soldier, this is the first time, I do believe, in this book that Falcon and the Winter Soldier actually meet. And then I think there's some other first appearances in this book as well. So the book has a few things going for it. This book, I don't even know if this book is still hot. I'll be completely honest with you. At one point, this book was super hot. And at the time, I had one copy of it. Since the book took off, I have been able to find a total of 4 copies of this book in the collection. And the question is it even relevant anymore? I don't know. I personally think it's a cool book. I sent one off to CGC to be graded because I want it in the collection. With all of that preamble, West Coast Avengers issue number 45, the first appearance of the colorless or the white Vision. Again, I don't even know if this book is still hot, and it might not even be hot if it is today by the time you see this video. Who knows? Who knows how these things are going to ebb and flow. Speaking of ebb and flow, the next stack of books that I'll show you, I think, are really, really cool books. I cannot recall the significance of each one of them, so I'm just going to show the books. And if you guys down in the comment section, look it up or know the significance of these books, definitely insert it into the comment section. But this is a set of books that I'm kind of sort of secretly working on a run of, because I think that there are many of them in the collection. I've already found some. This was another stack that was located, and I'm hoping to find a few more when I'm able to go through certain bins a little more carefully. Fingers crossed that I can find some more of these. And I'm specifically talking about some work by the legendary Jack King Kirby. And we are talking about specifically New Gods. This is issue number 7, and I do believe that this book has some significance, and I cannot recall what it is again. But New Gods, I started reading this series again from the beginning last night. I have issue 1 in the collection for sure, and I know that I've read issue 1 before, but I started with issue 1, and I'm going to read all the way through because New Gods, man, Dark Side, the Snyder Cut, just inspired me. Next up, we have New Gods issue number 8 right here. Nice yellow cover to this one. Orion action going on. And then the very last book that I'll show you, a little light ray. This is issue number 9. So I was able to find in this specific bin issues 7, 8, and 9. And again, I think I have some of the lower numbers already in the collection, and I want to say I have some of the higher numbers in the collection yet to be found. So a couple of really cool things there. With that said, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.